underway. Restoration of disaster-affected places to be carried out swiftly. The allowance of 25,000 rupees for cleaning households to stay further. Request by Bollywood actress Jacqueline Fernandez on behalf of Sri Lanka. Jacqueline also praises the national television. The Canadian government appreciates the rebuilding of Sri Lanka post-disaster. More donations to the Rebuilding Sri Lanka Fund. Former chairman of Beliata Pradesh Sabha remanded. Thailand Parliament dissolved.
In your local news tonight, the Met Department predicts that several rounds of showers may occur tomorrow, also in northern, north central, eastern, over, central and northwestern provinces.
Showers or thunder showers might occur in the rest of the areas of the island after 1 p.m. Rains of about 50 millimeters are expected at certain places tomorrow. Fairly strong winds of about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour also might occur in the eastern slopes of the Central Hills, northern, north central and northwestern provinces and Trincomalee, Hambantota and Monoragala districts. The sea area from Colombo to Puttalam and Trincomalee via Kankasanturai might get fairly rough, and rest of the sea areas around the island will remain slightly rough, according to the weather communique. A volume of 585.01 cubic feet of water per second is being released from all the sluice gates of Huruluwewa, and the water is being released into Yangnoya. Manakattia tank is also in spate. The water level of Mahakanadara Wewa has also increased, and 2 of its sluice gates have been opened a foot each. Chief incumbent of the ancient Minigamuwa Tampita Rajamaha Viharaya Galagedara in Kandy, Venerable Valpula Premananda Thero has stated that the Viharaya is facing the danger of a landslide. The Hevisi Mandapa of the Viharaya is also threatened with the danger of a landslide. A large area of the lower portion of the stream which is flowing down from the Viharaya has been damaged due to the landslide and according to the reports, cracks have been surfaced on the ground in the area. Meanwhile, an earthquake of 6.7 magnitude in the Richter scale has occurred in the northern Pacific coast area in Japan in the morning today. According to the Geological Survey of USA, the epicenter of the quake was located at a depth of about 20 kilometers off the beach of the Amori province of Japan. A tsunami warning has been issued due to the intensity of the earthquake, and steps were taken later on to withdraw the warning. The Meteorological Agency of Japan stated that tsunami waves were created in Hachino city of coast area of Amori province and close to the coastal area of Hokkaido province. Steps were taken to evacuate a number of more than 6,000 persons in the coastal areas in Amori province due to this situation. Somehow, no damages have been reported due to the earthquake occurred today. Japanese authorities have informed the citizens of the country to remain cautious since an earthquake of the same magnitude might occur in the near future due to the occurrence of strong earthquakes of this nature around Amori province within a week.
A news briefing was held today at the Government Information Department in order to raise awareness among people to prepare for disaster situations with the activation of the northeast monsoon rains. Now, the briefing was held and led by the Director General of the Disaster Management Centre, retired Major General Sampath Kotuegoda. Director General of the Disaster Management Centre, retired Major General Sampath Kotuegoda stated that due to the activation of the northeast monsoon, there is a possibility of above normal rainfall in the northern province. He also mentioned that provinces including central, north central, eastern and Uva are expected to experience near normal rainfall conditions. Conversely, the western and south provinces are likely to experience below normal rainfall with a potential for occasional thunderstorms with lightning. He emphasized that due to the preceding rainfall from the 2 cyclonic systems, the ground is already saturated and rivers and reservoirs are full. This means that even a small amount of rain could lead to a hazardous condition. The public is urged to be aware of the situation and also confirm that all security forces, tri-forces and civil forces are also anticipating the situation. Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipilli, noted that over 106,000 emergency calls have been received in the past 2 weeks. The Disaster Management Centre is continuously responding to every call, ensuring that all relief programs and necessary assistance is provided. He stressed the importance of communication and public response, stating that communication is established and messages are received, messages are relayed to the public. Responding to the relayed message is crucial. Minimizing the impact of a disaster, even when it occurs, largely depends on the response of the general public. Director of Irrigation, Hydraulics and Disaster Management, Engineer L.S. Suryabandara added that rainfall received in the previous day in river basins including Nilwala, Kalu, Kalani and Mahawaya, which saw participation close to 50 millimeters. He also noted that some rainfall in the upper areas of the Mahavali River Basin, and also reported that only the Manampitiya Measurement Center currently shows a somewhat elevated water level. However, he clarified that this primarily due to the opening of spill gates in some upstream reservoirs, and this increase is not expected to escalate into the flood situation. Senior scientist of the National Building Research Organization, Dr. Vasanta Senadira, stressed and noted that houses even being built in vulnerable locations without proper authorization, such as along riverbanks and amid hills, these locations are at risk of becoming dangerous. He strictly advised the public not to engage in such unauthorized activities. He stressed that if any construction activity is planned, it is mandatory to obtain permission from the relevant local authority.
Renowned Bollywood actress Jacqueline Fernandez requests all to extend their support to the best of their ability on behalf of all affected Sri Lankans. She made this request in a special statement to the national television.
To all of my brothers and my sisters in Sri Lanka, my heart is with you during this heartbreaking time. My thoughts and prayers are with every single family affected by the floods. Those who have lost their loved ones, those who have lost their homes, those who are still fighting throughout this crisis. Sri Lankans are some of the strongest, most resilient people in the world. We have survived challenges before, and we will rise again from this. Together, we will get through this, and together, we will rebuild stronger, wiser, and more united than ever. I humbly ask everybody near and far to please help in whichever way you can, whether it's supporting immediate relief efforts or if it's contributing to the long road of rebuilding lives and communities. Every act of kindness matters. To my people back home, please stay strong. Hope is alive and brighter days are coming. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all, and thank you Rupavahini for this continued support during these difficult times.
The Canadian government says that it is ready to support the Rebuilding Sri Lanka program implemented by the government to rebuild the country after the disaster situation. It has also praised the government for implementing this program. Canadian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka Isabel Martin made these remarks at a discussion held with the Minister Dr. Anil Jayantha Fernando today. At the discussion held in the Finance Ministry, the Minister said that the government expects to construct new houses for the affected people considering geological and environmental conditions and evading risky areas. The Minister pointed out that the President's aim is to implement a process of rebuilding without leaving behind anyone. The Minister also praised the foreign countries for the support they extended in this endeavour. The High Commissioner to Canada stressed that the following a proper estimate conducted by the government, Canada will extend its assistance to the utmost of the required sectors for this.
Reconstruction of the affected places by the Ditwa cyclone and floods is now underway. The financial allowance of 25,000 rupees is still being paid for the affected families to clean the house premises. A temporary anicut is being constructed for the damaged Alahara anicut to provide water for farmer communities. The Irrigation Department and public institution in the Polonnaru district are supporting the process. Governor of the North Central Province Vasanta Jinadasa inspected the construction of the temporary anicut yesterday. Landslides in the Dotel estate at El Kadua in Matale has reactivated, and 370 persons belonging to 130 families have been evacuated from the area. The Disaster Management Centre has settled them at the Rally Ambe Vidyalaya premises in Matale. Reconstruction of Periya Kadunalava Road, which was severely affected by floods, has been started with the support of the villagers. Reconstruction of Patmadiyala Reservoir in Kandakatiya and damaged bunds and anikats in Baduluoy project is now underway. Treatment services of the special field hospital set up at the Chilau Police Headquarters ground is to be maintained until the 15th of this month. A special team of emergency disaster and relief from Japan are carrying out the services. Health Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa inspected the field hospital premises today. The minister expressed his gratitude to the Japanese specialized team and the government of Japan for the services rendered to the affected people. Services of the mobile hospital established at Mahiyangana area under the assistance of Indian government concluded today since the treatment services of the Mahiyangana hospital recommenced. Indian High Commissioner Santosh Jha also visited Mahiyangana to inspect the mobile hospital. A team of artists has initiated an entertainment program for the mental comfort of the families affected by the landslides occurred in the Kotmale area. The artists today visited the Ambatalawa safety camp in Kotmale and conducted the program. Distributing 25,000 rupees allowance to clean the houses damaged by the Ditwa cyclone was held in several areas today as well. 652 families in the Galigamo Divisional Secretariat area were paid with the allowance at a ceremony held in the Fairfield Community Hall in Galigamo.
Financial donations from local and foreign parties are further flowing into the Rebuilding Sri Lanka Fund to provide relief to the affected people. Measures have been taken to utilize all the funds received to restore the country expeditiously.
Memon Association of Sri Lanka Private Limited Company made a donation of 20 million rupees to the fund. The relevant check was handed over to the President's Secretary Dr. Nandika Sanath Kumar Nayaka at the President's office last evening. Chairman of the company Abdul Rasli Abdul Sata and several officials of the company were present at the occasion. The Tilakavardhana Private Company has donated 25 million rupees to the fund. Chairman of the Tilakavardhana Holding, Sunil Tilakavardhana, presented the relevant check to the President's Secretary yesterday. Chief Executive Officer of the company, Ravindu Tilakavardhana, and several others were present at the event. People's Leasing and Finance Private Limited offered a sum of 7.5 million rupees to the fund, and People's Insurance Private Limited donated 25 million rupees. Chief executives of the two companies, Sanjeev Bandaranaike and Jeevani Karyawasam, respectively, handed over the relevant checks to the President's Secretary. Chairman of the two companies, Professor Ajanta Kumara Samarakon, and several others were present at the occasion. Maga Engineering Private Limited also donated 25 million rupees to the Rebuilding Sri Lanka Fund. Chief Executive Officer of the company, MP Dasa, handed over the relevant check to the President's Secretary. Director of the Maga Company, Rosan Madhur Singha, was also present at the occasion.
A discussion was held under the leadership of Minister K.D. Lalkantha yesterday regarding the steps to be taken pertaining to paddy production with the disaster situation at Gannaru and Services Training Institute. The target of the paddy cultivation in Maha season has been 869,622 hectares. By the 28th of November or during the disaster time, the cultivated area of paddy land was 620,136 hectares. It has been revealed during the discussion, the officials pointed out that 106,293 hectares have been damaged due to disaster, and it has also been identified that 95,000 hectares could be recultivated post-disaster situation. This has been recorded as 90%. It has also been pointed out that the farmers and the Paddy Marketing Board have in their possession required amount of seam paddy, and it can be used in recultivation. Minister K.D. Lalkantha emphasized that steps will be taken to provide the incentive in the coming days. Minister Bimal Ratnayaka inspected the Ramboda Katukitula Guarantee Labukale area yesterday, damaged on the Kandinuvaraliya main road. A group of others, including parliamentarian Manjula Suraviraj, also joined the inspection tour. Deputy Minister of Defence, retired Major General Aruna Jayasekara, today inspected the operations of the customs terminal at Orugodavatta.
Deputy Minister Gamagedara Disanayaka says that a fund will be set up to immediately reconstruct all the damaged religious places. He made these remarks at a media briefing organized by the Maha Sangha, including the district registrars of the All Island Shasana Rakshaka Balamandalaya. Deputy Minister Gamagethera Disanayake said that at this decisive time, Venerable Registrar Nayakatheras and Mahasangha got together and discussed what kind of role they can play for the reconstruction of damaged religious places. Mahasangha presented significant proposals in this connection. 1,434 Buddhist temples, 185 Hindu religious places, 157 mosques and 88 Christian churches have been damaged.
A special mobile service has been organized by the Registrar General's Department for persons affected by Cyclone Ditwa. One of its programs is due to be held at Udathen No. 1 Tamil Mahavidyalaya in Paragal Estate tomorrow from 9 a.m. onwards. A number of services such as issuing death certificates for dead persons, accepting applications for the issuance of death certificates for missing persons, providing copies of destroyed marriage, birth and death certificates, along with some other services are due to be provided. The residents of the concerned areas are requested to be present with documents to prove their identity in order to obtain the services. Details can be obtained by dialing the hotline number 0812 224470. Another mobile service organized by the Registrar General's Department will be held on the 14th of this month from 9 a.m. at Doluwa Divisional Secretariat Office.
Now, the International Conference on Emergency Treatment Ultrasound commenced yesterday at the National Health Institute, Kalutara. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa, joining the occasion, stated that such international conferences are of great importance for the emergency treatment development in medical science in the health era of this country. This conference has been jointly organized by the Accident and Emergency Treatment Unit of the Kalutara Nagara Teaching Hospital, Sri Lanka Medical Association, Kalutara Clinical Association and the Wind Focus Institute, a foremost international ultrasound educational institute in the world. According to reports, this has been the first international emergency treatment ultrasound conference organized in the country by an accident and treatment unit of a hospital. The medical journal, compiled for the first time in a government hospital in this country, Emergencia and the Frontline e-paper, was also launched on this occasion under the leadership of Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that the government is taking steps to strengthen local exporters by making trade facilitation, customs procedures and investment approvals more efficient and by improving export services.
She made these remarks while addressing the Presidential Export Awards 2024-2025 ceremony. The awards ceremony was organized by the Ministry of Industries and Industrial Development together with the Export Development Board. At this ceremony, which was held to recognize the best exporters of Sri Lanka for the financial year 2024-2025, a total of 107 awards, including 15 overall awards and 92 sectoral awards for products and services were presented. Merit awards were also presented to eligible sectors based on applicants' performance and their contribution to national economic development. Awardees were selected on several criteria such as export market diversification, job creation, growth in export revenue, repatriation of export income, environmental sustainability, institutional social responsibility and value addition. Institutions that demonstrated outstanding performance in the export sector were presented with the prestigious Presidential Export Awards for the year under the patronage of Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya and Minister of Industries and Industrial Development Sunil Handunethi.
Before I begin, I want to take a moment to remember the lives lost during Cyclone Ditwa. Communities across the country are still searching for those missing beneath landslides and flood-affected areas. The damages to homes, workplaces, roads and essential infrastructure have been extensive, leaving many families facing deep emotional and economic hardship. We stand with all those who are grieving, displaced, and working to rebuild their lives during this difficult moment. Organized annually by the Sri Lanka Export Development Board, this ceremony represents the highest national recognition presented by the President to Sri Lankan exporters. Since 1981, these awards have acknowledged the businesses and individuals who have taken Sri Lankan products and services to global markets. This event reminds us that national progress depends not only on governance and policy, but also on productivity, value creation, and competitiveness. It recognizes the resilience and commitment of our exporters who continue to explore new markets and strengthen the economy.
Lanka Hospitals today made a special donation to the Nosidena Dayawa social hospitality program of the national television. Managing Director of Lanka Hospitals, Shaminda Kumar Siri, officially handed over a stock of essential items to the national television. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Gihan De Silva, Director General Manoja Nadishna Amarasinghe, and a group of top management were present at this moment. The donation items will be sent to the Noreli district to be distributed among the affected people. Colourful Life Skill Development Centre donated a special set of books on developing mental integrity of the disaster-affected children to the Rupavahini Corporation. The donation was made under the patronage of Senior Psychiatric of the Centre, Saman Handagiri, Deputy Director General of the SLRC, Kapila Dasanayaka, and Director of the News and Current Affairs, Vimuktika Karivasam, were present at this occasion. Senior Psychiatric of the Centre, Saman Handagiri, said that affected children have become mentally distressed. Therefore, these set of books have been created in preparing them mentally qualify to resume their school education again from the 16th of this month.
The Ransalu Handloom Textiles National Awarding Ceremony was held at the BMICH premises in Colombo today under the patronage of Minister Sunil Handunnetti. This has been organised with the objective of revitalising the local handloom and textile industry. The Handloom Textile Industry Department, that comes under the purview of the Ministry of Industries and Entrepreneurship Development, annually organised the national competition with the assistance of 9 provincial industries and textile departments. Basic competitions were held at provincial level under 23 categories, and selected creations were presented to the national level competition. Out of the creations, 127 winners were conferred with awards at this event. The Southern Province became the overall champions, while the Central Province secured runners-up. In line with the awarding ceremony, Ransalu Handloom Textile Sales Exhibition has also been organised from today. It will be held tomorrow and day after as well.
The Colombo Magistrates Court ordered today to keep in remand custody until the 22nd of this month Cecil Munasinghe, former chairman of the Beliatta Pradesh Sabha. He has been arrested by the Bribery Commission under an allegation of earning assets and property to the value of more than 36 million rupees illegally. After considering the facts presented by the officials of the Bribery Commission and the attorneys at law of the suspect, Colombo Additional Magistrate Justice Lian Varshavitana ordered him to be kept under remand custody until the 22nd of this month. The Bribery Commission had taken the suspect into custody and produced before the courts on allegations that he had committed an offence under the Bribery Act by illegally acquiring assets and property to the tune of more than 36 million rupees, exceeding his legal income during the period from 1st January 2012 and 31st December of the same year.
Now more local news items in brief. SLDB bus confronted an unexpected incident in the morning today at the approach road of Dunhinda waterfall on the Badulla Mahiyangana main road. According to the driver of the bus, it was allowed to be crashed onto the dam close to the road when he understood the failure of brakes of the bus, which was plying from Badulla to Anuradhapura. There were about 15 passengers during the accident, but no casualties were reported. According to the manager of the Noreli Economic Centre, steps have been taken to transport to Colombo the stock of vegetables, since a demand for 100,000 kilos of vegetables was received in Colombo. He added that the purchase of vegetables from farmers is carried out as per the demand received from the vegetable traders. According to our correspondent, tourist arrivals at Ella has increased. Due to the recent disaster situation, certain problems had arisen. Arrival of tourists to the Ella area can be witnessed these days.
Hi, we are from Germany and we're here in Ella, and it's very beautiful here.
Absolutely beautiful. We had a splendid ride here and the bridge is fantastic. The mountains are wonderful. And we're spending some more time here.
We can recommend it to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Urban Planning Forum Meeting 2025, which was organised by Sri Lanka Urban Architects Institute, the Research Institute for Towns in Moratuwa and the Department of Architecture, was held yesterday at Wellavatta. The theme was to build future towns using modern technology with digital methodologies and to present plans which will be able to withstand present disasters. Deputy Minister Ruwan Ranasinghe delivered the keynote address. The occasion was attended by the Ambassador of Nepal in Sri Lanka and several others.
The world has been gearing up for Christmas and cities across the globe are getting into the festive spirit. Here's a glimpse of how celebrations are shaping up this year, from Moscow's sparkling streets to Seoul's festive park and Bethlehem's symbol of hope.
The Russian capital has turned into a glittering winter wonderland. Streets and squares are lit with shimmering lights, giant Christmas trees and
Care Preschool Maharagama was held yesterday at the Maharagama National Education Institute. The main objective of the show is to bring forth the creative skills of the children. Director of Children's Music, Veer Singh Peris, was the chief guest of the program, which was held under the guidance of the principal Nishani Lianage. The program was held depicting the cultures of all communities of the country. It has been stated that grooming of children since preschool stage to suit future educational activities through programs such as Sinhala and Tamil New Year, Thai Pongal, Vesak and Christmas of such cultural and artistic value is commendable.
For news on the other side, stay tuned. Thailand's Prime Minister has officially dissolved the country's parliament, paving way for a general election to be held within 45 to 60 days. The Prime Minister submitted a request to the Thai King for the dissolution of Parliament yesterday. Subsequently, King Maha Vajiralongkorn approved the order and the official Royal Gazette was issued early this morning. In a statement released today, Prime Minister Anutin Shanvirakul explained that his decision was driven by a party holding a minority in Parliament and ongoing territorial disputes. He emphasized that the move aims to return political power to the people. Anutin, a prominent businessman, became Thailand's third Prime Minister in August 2023. At the time he assumed office, he had indicated indicated that the parliament would be dissolved by the end of January. However, due to the ongoing political crisis, the decision has been brought forward. Reports from international media note that the announcement comes at a moment when the opposition was preparing a no-confidence motion against him. The Prime Minister also faces criticism over the government's handling of severe flooding in southern Thailand in recent months. And we're back, this time with sports news. Dedicating the cup he won at the 2025 Euro Formula Open Championship, young racing champion Yevan David handed over the cup to the Minister of Sports Sunil Kumar Gamage at the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports when he met the minister yesterday.
Young racing star Yevan David recently won the second place of the overall rookie tournament, winning the 2025 Euro Formula Open Championship. He became the first Sri Lankan to achieve such a victory. Minister Sunil Kumar Gamage on this occasion stated that Yevan David, with his brilliant victory, brought laurels to Sri Lanka. He added that the continuous assistance of the government will be provided to young sportspersons. He is also preparing to enter the FIA Formula 3 tournament of 2026 after his excellent display of skills in the 2025 Formula Open Championship. With this, he will also become the first Sri Lankan to participate in motor racing events at the highest level in the world.
Hello everyone, I'm Yevan David. These are the Rookie Trophy winner and the Vice Champion winner as a gift to the Sports Ministry for the people of Sri Lanka. So, thank you very much, sir.
And that was a look at the news here at Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I've been Siobhan Pereira together with Natalia Virawardena. Wish you a pleasant evening and a wonderful weekend ahead.